at 6 p.m. I'm Kami.
Hey, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? This is Mike Ice, y'all. It's going down. SKST Radio. I will be on the Kami Grayson Show. Men Talk. It's going down, y'all, Thursday, all right? You back there. You gonna tune in, right? Yeah, I see you over there. Peace.
Everyday me carry weight. The world never sees. Pressure to lead, pressure to provide, pressure to stay strong, even when everything inside is breaking. This is Man Talk. Real conversations from a man's perspective. No masks, no ego, just truth, growth, and the courage to face what we've been taught to hide. If you're ready to elevate your mind, your relationships, your purpose, pull up a chair. Fellas, it's time to talk. Man Talk.
Well, welcome to another episode of SKST Radio, and you tune in to Men Talk today. How's it going?
It's going good. What about your way?
My way is good. So, guys, if you don't know this guy already, you are lost. You don't. If you don't know who this guy is hanging out with me tonight. It's sort of like my brother, but we do have sister and brother companies. This is no one other than the one and only DJ Mike Ice.
What up, men, women, children, little girls, little boys, everybody? What's up, y'all? Oh, yeah, to the elders as well, grandpas and grandmas. What's happening? Hey,
well,
real
you know
quick.
what? I feel like...
Real quick.
What you got?
I was listening to the intro. That brother hit that high note. On that, man. That was funny to me. You hit that falsetto, boy. He went high with it.
Yeah, he did. He did. You know what? I when I wrote that, I was trying to make sure that it was something for you guys, because I'm always doing the girl stuff, right? So it's hard for me to do the guy stuff, and it kind of was based off of what I did for Anthony's trailer, and so intro, and so I was like, well, it's masculine. I have to work hard. I swear to God, I have to work hard for you men. I really do, because I'm the person that used to buy socks and a necktie for Father's Day, Christmas, any holiday for my brothers and my dad. That's all they would get for me. Socks, bow tie. I got my daddy a jogging suit one time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm just I'm just too girly. I'm just all about, I've always been just girly. So it's kind of hard for me to, I want to do good, but it's just hard. It's hard, y'all make me work extra hard.
No, but listen, that is good. It's the thought that count, right? I mean, at least you're making an effort and time. I mean, shopping is hard. It's hard, man. I mean, especially like I said, your brother, your dad. You didn't, every year you getting them something. You running out of like, man, I don't know what to get them. So I salute you on that. That's not easy.
No, so it's not.
It's not. That's hard.
I mean, I'm the first to tell you. And then with Men Talk, we didn't even think it was gonna work. I mean, we didn't. It was like, oh, these guys don't want to get on here and talk about themselves. Girls, we bond and we talk about this and we talk about that. You men, y'all just, unless it's sports, and then y'all all over, right? But so anyway, that's what brought us today for Men Talk. I know that, I know you personally, and so I feel more comfortable asking the questions that I want to ask you today, because a lot of the men, they come in with their business stuff. They come in, they give me their bio. Well, I worked this and I built this and I did this, and I'm like, dude, this is Men Talk. We want to know about what you men do and what you men go through. Women share it all the time. I've been molested. I've been this. I've been that. We share it. But what about you men? You men are not made of stone. Y'all have a heart. Y'all have compassion. And so we want to see and hear about things like that. What makes Mike happy? Mike got a loving family, and I'll let him tell you all that. But at the end of the day, what does Mike do for Mike? And that's what we want to learn tonight. Right. All right. So tell people who you are and what you do.
My name is Mike Ice, representing Beat Spot Bro out of Oklahoma City. Been in the music game for a long time. Just put it that way. You see the gray. So I've been doing that for a while. I'm still doing it. And you know that whole thing. You need to stop doing this, whatever. No, if it's in my DNA. So you know what I'm saying? I love music. I'm gonna continue to make with it, mess with it, do it, try to help others that want to be helped. You know, we're in this time now where it's between the olders and the elders, or whatever you want to call it. There's a big disconnect. You know, we can't even just sit down and have a conversation because you got the youngsters saying, "Oh, I can't listen to that old head." And then you got a lot of the old heads saying, "Forget that youngster." No, we need to come together because you once was a youngster old head, and that youngster is going to become an old head. You know, we got to break that. I'm not saying a lot of people don't do it, because a lot of people do sit down and talk, but anyway, that's what I do. I mess with the music. I love the music. It's been, like I said, been on the road, done all types of stuff, been in groups, multiple groups. So it's just in my DNA. So I probably in my casket, or well, whenever I pass away, go to my next world. Maybe I come back as a, I don't know.
Well, you know what? I was reading your bio, and it was very interesting to know that you've had fun. You enjoyed your life. You did some very, very fun stuff. You know, hanging out with different celebrities, you're doing tours and all that. And so people they look at who you are now and don't really realize what you've done in the past. You know. So right. My thing is, how did you decide you wanted to go into music? You know.
Really, it's just like I said. I know it's in my DNA because I got two other brothers, and it's weird that I was a DJ. The other two are DJs, so it's in our blood. Then I come to find out our dad. You know, he really wasn't in our life, of course, but when I did get to sit down with him before he passed, I was asked a bunch of questions, but he said he played the drums, and I was like, wow. I said, that's funny. I said, I never knew that. He's like, yeah, he played the drums, football. He was a boxer. So it's embedded in my DNA, but it was really my cousin, Sean. He was 3 years old. We was like brothers because we always hung around each other. But Sean was always ahead of the game. He was just hustling. So he bought some turntables. So he introduced the turntables with me, and it motivated me, So ever since then, I just love music. I would always get new music before it even hit the streets. I don't know how I was getting hooked up. But pretty much it's like I said, it's in my DNA, but it's just a love for it. I just love sounds. I love singing. Sometimes I can just, especially if you can sing, I don't care if it's a fast song or a slow song. I just listen to any and everything, especially if you can sing. Yeah. So I would say it's through my dad, but I think most likely my cousin Sean. He the one who got me really into messing with music.
Wow. So what else do you like doing?
What else I like doing? Music. No,
I'm messing with you. What else do you like doing? Other than music, sir.
Spending time, of course, spending time with your family. I got 2 grandchildren, so they take a lot of time, a lot of energy, but besides that, that's what I really like, being around my family.
Yeah. Did you ever think
Huh?
I was about to ask you, did you ever think you were going to be a grandpa?
No, because let's see. I think my son was 28 when he had his first child. So we never pressured him, say, hey, we need a grandson. A grandchild. We never did that. But when he came, I was happy. That's
legacy.
Yeah, because we love our children, but when it comes to grandchildren, it just, man, they could they can do whatever they want. They do no wrong, So it's different with them, yeah. But that's what I like doing, dealing with my family. Like I said, and just I also like I like to venture out and try new things, When when I can. So I just don't like to just stay in one spot. I try something. If it don't work, try it again. Of course, you got to build your funds up if you're trying to do what you're really trying to do. But so I like to just do multiple things. But family,
family's your main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see it. You know, I'm glad that family is your main thing because I can see it. You know, I can totally see that that's what you like doing. That's what you're doing. Let's pull this message up and see what's being said. Is that DJ Too Nice?
Tonologies.
What's up, DJ T Nice? We miss you. I do. How funny. Okay, so now at some point, what's next for you, Mike?
What's next for me? Really, it's to help people, like I said earlier. I just really, that's my compassion as well, because we learn something new every day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want to, like I said, any youngsters out there that want any help, I just want to help people. It ain't out, and helping people ain't always mean by money. You know what I'm saying? You can help them by just giving them a word of encouragement, or hey, read this book, or hey, check this out, read this, do that. Don't do that. Of course, we always thinking, if I had $1 million, I can do this. You don't have to have $1 million to do that. You know what I'm saying? I think one of the most powerful things is your voice. If you use, especially if you got the understanding, the wisdom, the knowledge, why take that library to the grave with you? You know what I mean? So that's what I love to do.
That's amazing. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll come back. We're gonna do the men talk question of the day.
All right, hey.
From the heart of the coast where the waves rise high, they magazine we lift and amplify. Stories of love, of strength, of pride. Giving back, standing tall, side by side. We are the rhythm, we are the voice. Community rising, making bold choice. On short drive, we shine, we soar. They magazine, forever, evermore.
Yo, 1 2 1 2 in a place to be. What's happening, people? What I miss? With that being said, man, I go by the name of Mike Ice, beats by bro. Yeah. What up? Okay. Peace. Okay. With that, y'all, check it out. What's up? Huh? I don't know.
Turn it all the way up. Yo, you're locked in with street grind entertainment, repping Texas with non-stop heat. We bringing you the hottest music, exclusive videos, fire podcasts, and radio that never sleeps. This ain't just entertainment, it's a movement. Independent artists, real stories, major vibes, and nothing but straight pressure. So buckle up, lock in, and let the grind take over. Street grind entertainment, where the streets meet the spotlight, and the grind never quits. Let's go.
All right, if you just tuned in, you haven't tuned in too late. You tuned into the Kami Grayson Show, and we are into Men Talk. And I got my bro here, Mike Ice, and he's just telling us how it is. Trying to keep him from talking business. It's hard. He keep going back to the business thing, but we know what he's all about, making it happen. He's all about, the one good thing I can say about you, Mike. It's a lot I can say, but I'm saying this one thing. For those who don't know, we're on this show together called Make It or Break It. And Mike is so sweet. I mean, he don't want to talk bad about nobody's music. I mean, and it's in his genes. It's not even like, oh, I hate that. I've never seen that. He'll give advice, what people might be looking for when they're, playing the music or whatever. But he's never bashed anyone. I have bashed someone, and I'm a sweet girl. I have bashed someone because it just didn't sound good. And so that's the type of person Mike is. He knows music. And so tell us about how you be getting into the different music aspect, because you said you love music. So what makes you so compassionate about music?
Because you gotta, like I said before, people that do music, you got people that do music, you got people that write music, you got people that can't do music or write music, but know how to put people in certain spots. So that's why, like I said, when we listen to them songs on there, I won't bash nobody because I know the time they didn't put into it. They didn't put a little time and effort into it, and it's their craft. Now you just can't. Now I'm gonna be honest. Now you just can't just go out there. Pop, 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 da, da, da. No, I'm gonna tell you, we're not gonna have that. But it's just the time they put into it, the money, of course. Well, it didn't change now because you can record from inside your house now. You don't have to go to the studio. But I've been through that. Taking being in the studio 5, 6, 10, 17 hours to do one song. I understand you put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. So I understand that part. That's why I don't just go in there and criticizing people. Now, if somebody just throws some garbage out, yeah, they playing. There are some artists that do because they got a certain fan base, and you can tell if they didn't really care. But that's a compassion for me. Even with dealing with music, I just don't listen to hip hop. I don't just listen to rap. I listen to rock. I listen to country. I'm into the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? I listen to classic music, I listen to jazz, Jamaican, you name it, I listen to it. If the beat catches me, I'm like, ooh. Like today, I was listening to an old 90s rock album. I'm not going to say the name, but I was listening to some heavy metal. Mm-hmm. The dude pulled up next to him, he just kind of looked at me. I was like, yeah, I'm rocking it. You know what I'm saying?
So it's time for our mental question of the day. So listen to this question. If you don't get it, let me know and I'll play it again.
Okay.
Men Talk question of the day. Who is a mentor that has truly shaped your life? Let us know your thoughts.
That would be my main man, Tyrone Johnson, aka Teddy Bear.
Tyrone Johnson.
Yes, we call him Coach. Mm-hmm. I've been knowing this guy since I was 16 years old. He the one that showed us how to do a show. He the one taught us how to be professional because I've seen him. I just watched what he did. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's from Chicago. Just he when he came to Oklahoma, we just met him, but he just always had different aura on him. So I would say it was him most definitely because of what he put us through. I remember our first show, he got us this practice spot. We was hard-headed being done. He said, okay, y'all don't want to listen? We did our first show. It was crazy. It was disastrous. What? So he laughing because he told us, like, y'all got to do this, do that. And we like, oh, we young. Once again, that's that youngster and with the older person not listening. But we wasn't disrespectful. We just like, no, we're going to do it our way. And we seen what happened. And he sat down and he showed us what to do. So, yeah, I'll give it to Tyrone Johnson, most definitely.
That's interesting. I met Tyrone for the first time, right? Not too long ago. And, I can see, the wisdom that he carries,
Yes.
That's
a Chicago one.
So tell us how people can get in touch with you if they want some beats.
Well, we get us at beatsbybro.net. You can check us out on YouTube, Instagram. Let's see what else. Just on a regular, your basic social media to get what is looking at getting caught. You hear that cat?
Uh-huh.
That's my phone. Hold on, sorry.
Oh.
Thought it was turned down. But yeah, that's how you can get a hold of us. Like I said, we're just trying to get it out to people. We ain't trying to go in there and make $1 million or even $1,000 on the first hit. We're just trying to, collab with people because it's so much that's going on right now with the whole AI and everything. People not understanding that. They going on YouTube or Suno, whatever. Oops. they going on certain stuff and they downloading these music, or they releasing the music and they thinking it's theirs, and that song blow up, and they don't have their paperwork done, and they go, oh yeah, that's my track, and then that person that did that beat gets all the money. So, you know, it's still just being educated. But yeah, you can find us on all the social media platforms, please.
So, well, you mentioned AI. How does that affect your business?
Oh, it's shoot, boy, because AI is killing it. It's killing it, you know, because people don't want to work no more. Don't nobody really want to just really get down and get dirty with it, because we're in a fast-paced generation. Everything's just fast-paced. Microwave is so quick. You know, back in the day, it'd take us like 6 or 7 hours to do one song. You can do a song now, 10, 15 minutes is done, because we're in a digital age. We're not on the analog, so they'll mix it up real quick, go in and do their vocals, they punching. And what punching mean is they can go in and say, I want to go to the store, and they'll stop it right there and come back. I'm gonna go to the store and get some candy, punch it on in, just punch. And they got a whole song. So if you hear a lot of these guys say I freestyle, I mean, because there's different freestyles, but that they wanted to punch it. So yeah. So it's just the grind is different now. It's you don't have to do near as much, especially with AI, because AI is still learning from us. So you just put it in there and you done. What, 15, 20 minutes, you got the song.
So have Beats by Bro incorporated AI yet, or are they not planning on doing it?
No. But I will say this, with the DAWs we're using and everything, it could be AI, because we're on certain music programs. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So I can't sit here and say yes and say no. So when you're making a beat now and you pull in from there, is it AI? I don't know.
Yeah, I even noticed that with the music videos. You know, everybody got to put their little stamp on it now. Yeah. So you can't even just
everybody's a brand now. Don't nobody want to be human. It's my brand. That's all. I get it. I understand. But you know you're human first, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just my brand. I'm like, oh my goodness, man. Can we just have a regular conversation without the brand? Let's talk. You know, take your brand off for a second or two. Let's talk.
So Mike, what are the things that you have not done that you would like to do? Almost like a bucket list, right? What are the things you have not done that you would like to do in the next year or so?
I would like to meet Chuck D and do a song with Chuck D from Public Enemy. I met Professor Griff a couple of years. Real cool, brother. Real cool. So that was one of my, because I love Professor Griff, but I got to meet him in Dallas. I got to meet him in Dallas.
Oh, right.
In Dallas, yeah, but I never met Chuck D, but that's something I want to do. I would like to do a song with Chuck D. I would like to do a song with Kendrick Lamar as well. And I would like to get a bunch of the local artists here in Oklahoma to come together. So that's my three right there. Chuck D, Public Enemy, do something with Kendrick Lamar. If we just did a couple of tracks with him, and then, like I said, get a bunch of these local artists here in Oklahoma, because there's a lot of talent here in Oklahoma. You know, it's just everybody's going northeast, southwest, instead of us just, let's all just go north right now. Everybody wants.
Right. Yeah, it sounds like it's all spread it out. But I think you can make it happen. I mean, you know, you take those steps to make it happen. You know.
Oh yeah.
It's cool if you were to be able to cross those off your bucket list.
Yeah. I mean, it's starting, because it's certain artists, you know, that I talk to here in Oklahoma, and I'm telling them about other artists they don't know about. So, and they listen like, oh, for real, yeah. So.
That's good. That's good. Well, Mike, I really, 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 really appreciate your time. And I know you're busy running like crazy, and for you to take this extra moment to talk to me, and let us feel how real men feel, because all this storybook and all this stuff, we know that you men are supposed to be strong. Y'all not supposed to be all loving your grandbabies and it's all about, we like hearing stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't get that often because our men feel like they have to do this and they have to be this way. They can't cry. You know, they can't ask for help. You know, it's not that way anymore. You know, we have to work together.
Yeah, exactly. That don't make you less of a man if you ask somebody for some help or advice. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we in this whole different way of thinking that everybody's killed to be killed. And, you know, I want to say this before we leave, you know, in this world, we're only here for a short period of time. You know what I mean? Everybody's on a path. Everybody got a different path. You know what I'm saying? There's two types of people. You got followers, you got leaders. We understand that. You know what I'm saying? But be original. We just lost a young brother, I think last week, probably not even a week, over in the UK. Committed, unalived himself because they was saying he plagiarized somebody's speech and all. He was a professor. And I was just sitting there thinking about it, you know, he was young, you know what I'm saying? But he unalived himself because he worried about what somebody said he took. So what if you took something? Because that's what people do every single second of the day. Somebody is taking something from someone because this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? But just be original as much as you can. And if you take something from somebody, be a man or be a strong woman, whatever you be, and say, hey, I borrowed this from this individual. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't get to the point where people are unaliving themselves. And that's where we at right now this day because of the brand and the pressure and all this. Nah, we got to stop, y'all. That was a young man who just lost his life. He must
didn't see that clip with the man in the White House. He didn't see that clip when they switched over and the Obama stuff was being repeated to the T. He didn't see that part, huh?
No.
Our leaders are doing that. So why are you unaliving yourself?
Yeah. So yeah.
That's sad.
You know, you can only say so much before you get flagged because everything's so sensitive and you can't say this, you can't say that. But real men, we talk. We just talk. Let's talk.
Well, you know, I'm looking to see this show going beyond just the season, right? And I would love to see a group of men getting together doing this and actually having these conversations. Because I know it's easier to have the conversation with a man in a man setting, right? I'm happy with, you know, coming up with a topic for you men to just, you know, lay it out and let y'all hash it out, because I feel like the show would have more credibility, you know, with just men doing it, because it's men talk. I changed it. I don't know if people even noticed. I changed it from man talk, MAN, to MEN, because I felt like, you know, we got a bunch of men here. You know, I thought it was going to be 1 or 2 men, and I'm filled up for the whole month.
That's good.
You know, 4 people per show. And so I think that we can take this to the next level. I really do. And so you're part of it. You know, I'm throwing it in your ear real quick. You know,
it will, because like I said, this you already took the first step, Kami, and you open up something. You know, it right now, you know, it's new, and let's just see where it goes. Because I would say it's this show that I watched, and one of the most powerful thing in that show, they did it in the last 2 seasons. This last season they didn't really do it, but they put a bunch of young men, put a bunch of men together from high school to older. They sat in a circle and they said, "Hey, what we say is amongst us." And they talked to each other. It was a bunch of black men. That was one of the most powerful things I've seen on TV, you know, because we don't have that, because I never look at nobody's pocket. I don't care if I'm sitting next to a billionaire and we in this circle. Let's talk. I'm not worried about your billions, because you got a lot of people that think, man, I can't even sit down and talk to nobody, be around them, they want my money. You know, and that we got to stop that, because let's just have a conversation, because trust me, that man with all that money, he want to talk to somebody, but he can't.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I salute you and keep it going. So yeah, let's keep it going.
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen the best way we can because
Yeah.
I just feel like it's just calling us, I think it's just something that we can do because I'm the only girl in the group.
Right.
All the rest of you are men,
Yeah.
and so why not make it happen? Why not make it happen? Because girl talk is good. We got our little pink and we good. And so I think this is something that you guys can really make happen.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, Mike, thank you so much.
Thank you
for
as
being
well.
on the show. And man, our time went by fast. I got Baby G up next, so I don't want to wait for my Baby G.
No, not the Baby G.
Tune in. So just find us on the next station, and we are getting ready for Baby G. Until then, see you next week. No, see you this weekend. How about that?
All right. Peace.
As we close today's Men Talk, thank you for tuning into SKST Radio and SGE Radio. We truly appreciate your time and support. If today's conversation encouraged or inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can continue reaching more people together. Big thanks to Beats by Bro for the incredible music that keeps us moving. Until next time, stay strong, stay encouraged, and keep making a positive difference. God bless. And we'll see you on the next Men Talk.